E3 2019 has been the talk amongst gamers as it usually is every year. This year felt a little different, however, with the absence of Sony being a factor to the showcase for upcoming video game releases. Before I continue, if you don't know what E3 is, let me give you a short and simple summary. The show is a trade show that has been going on for many years to showcase new video games being released to potential consumers and investors. As the video game industry has risen in popularity, so has the show itself. Thus, every year, lavish presentations are made to woo the masses in an attempt to garner praise and hope from everyone and anyone interested. But why would I make a video about E3 and the problems with it? Sony decided to opt out of E3 this year, and showgoers claimed that it felt a little more bare as a result. The show is still massive, but it was missing something. There also wasn't many must-see titles on display that warranted the price of admission and our travel as a result. So what exactly is happening and how can it be changed? Things start with press conferences from companies to spearhead people into making them interested. This year had multiple pre-E3 conferences, and most to all of them weren't filled with much excitement. During our live reactions, I stated that this year feels like it was one of the worst yet for E3, and I was not alone with that sentiment. While there was big news presented and announcements somewhat galore, it took forever for the overall masses to lose their shit. This brings me to the first formal complaint. Most of these companies don't need to hold a close to an hour-long press conference. At this point, it becomes a proof of success that you don't need to have a stage with lights, multiple displays, and gimmicks aplenty to show off your next big releases. You can condense most to all content with a video package that shows some stellar titles. Personally, companies like EA, Bethesda, Ubisoft, and Square Enix don't need a platform or presentation piece to convey their products. All it does is waste time and resources that could be better used for show floor E3 experiences. This, accompanied with the almost non-existent natural atmosphere of these environments during the presentation, make them damn near cringeworthy and oftentimes hard to watch. Nothing says get hype like you're planting the audience making way too much noise and nothing being shown.
It's a great free addition to an already huge game. We love playing it, and we think you will too.
Another big problem is when a company as big as Xbox claims to have a show with 60 games on it, and most of the interesting parts of the show is the fact that celebrity Keanu Reeves was there to show that he is in a third-party title that is not exclusive to your platform. This is not a diss at Xbox as a company because I really do enjoy my Xbox a lot, and I play a large chunk of games on the system, but there were 60-ish games shown for close to 2 hours with little to no gameplay demonstrations.
The feeling of being there, of walking the streets of the future, is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
That is one of my biggest complaints. CG trailers can only take you so far, and the modern video game player would in all honesty love to see actual gameplay instead of, this is an idea of what we have in store. The creativity and passion is still in the industry, and it's even more apparent with the rise of indie game development, and big companies supporting smaller studios. The main problem now seems to be that risks aren't taken on a large scale with video games. Therefore, everything presented in a press conference is usually very safe, and as a result doesn't leave a lasting impact. A fine example of people getting excited over something new is Scalebound. Scalebound was a game developed by Platinum Games for the Xbox One. It was an exclusive game that looked to merge Monster Hunter, Dragon's Dogma, and signature Platinum action. The game got delayed and reappeared with 4-player online co-op, improved visuals from the last time shown, and smoother game performance. Time went on, and then eventually the game was cancelled. There wasn't a clear reason, and people were in an uproar as many were hoping this to be a breath of fresh air for Microsoft's struggling Xbox One. What does this mean, mind you? The company then went on to release Gears 4, Crackdown 3, Halo 5, and more Forza games, and very few stellar new games. This is a clear-cut case as to why the industry has changed so much. Nobody wants to invest in a big idea to wow anyone anymore because video games cost more than they ever have to produce. Investment is key, and taking a risk could be life or death for your company. That's why E3 isn't the same as it used to be. So how do we fix the apparent issues of horrible presentations, lack of gameplay being shown, and time and resources wasted on opportunities that can never come to fruition? First step would be to make it so that people must have max 45 minutes to an hour to present things. I would honestly even include a minimum of titles shown and have it be determined whether a video direct or package is needed. Make press conferences last for 1 day. Limit press stages to only Xbox and Sony. I'd even throw in Nintendo, but they're choosing not to do so. If they don't feel compliant enough with this idea, make everyone do a direct presentation in video package form. I would then suggest making the actual show a day or two longer. Make 1 or 2 days only accessible by press and special invite guests, then properly open the show to the public. This gets the show a way to give games proper coverage, gameplay demonstrations, and the eventual fan feedback. This show has made me wonder if they need to rethink how E3 is handled, and I can without a doubt say yes. Will it happen by next year? Probably not, but only time will tell if E3 will make changes for the better or end up becoming extinct as a result of their own decisions. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. It's just a small little concept idea we've been toying with on how we should make videos from the future, and I felt like this was a pretty decent topic as we talk about it often off camera. So if you liked what you've seen, be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when we produce anything else, and go ahead and check out our last video, and of course follow us on all social media platforms, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. This is just me rambling. Oh yeah, and help us out on patreon.com/sfxxplay. We truly appreciate it. Thanks, bye!